In today's video, I wanted to talk about my top 10 characters that I want to be made into Figuarts figures in the Dragon Ball universe. If this is something that you're interested in, stick around. I have a nice list. We're going to be also just looking and playing with toys as, while we're going on. It's kind of a different style video, a more chillish style video. And I just wanted to do something. I really just kind of wanted to talk toys. So there really hasn't been many Figuarts releases this year, but then we had a lot of bootleg stuff like Art Trunks, which just completely blew me away. I am really looking forward to new Art toys releases. Let's get into the first one. Now, there's going to be, I'm just letting you guys know, there's going to be a few more than 10, but for YouTube, people like top 10 lists, so we're going to keep it top 10, but I think it's about like 12 or 13. And also, while I'm doing these, let me know in the comments, do you guys agree with me? Do you guys disagree with me? And let me know your most wanted figures, because I'm sure I left some of them off this list. So a figure that really needs to be made right now is a perfect cell, but we technically got a perfect cell early on in the line, so I really can't say like that's one that we need to get made, even though we do need it. We need an upgraded one. This is the Dragon Stars cell. So this is a nice stand-in, but it really, once you start trying to pose it or anything, it falls apart. Literally, like these things come off all the time. It's funny because they didn't just come off then. I look at this thing and it falls apart. So look, there you go. I would love a second form cell, and I'm sure we're going to get it, but the Cell Saga, Android Saga are really my heavy hitters. Personally, I love them. I got this imperfect cell with the special legs that a customizer made that makes him taller and the height more accurate. And I love this damn figure. I only have 2 of them. Next time I saw he goes on sale, I'm mad. I bought him like brand new, overpaid. And then I saw he went on Amazon sale for like 30, 40 bucks once. So I'm going to wait for like another $30 sell and pick up a few more, because he's just like my favorite. This is one of my favorite figures, one of my favorite characters. So it's an easy buy. But Cell Form 2, I feel like no one ever talks about him. He's a really cool looking character. He has no nose, and he's a big beefy guy. It could be one of those like deluxe figures. It could be a really cool looking action figure. One that I probably would be number 1 if this was a tier list would be Goku, but in his Snake Road outfit. Now, when I believe early on, those Snake Road episodes were like the first ones I've seen, and they really stuck out to me because I felt like, and it's funny because rewatching it as an adult, he's not on Snake Road for a long time, but as a kid, I felt like he was on that thing forever, and he just kept running. It felt like it was forever, and I just loved it so much. It was so creative and weird, and like that he was dead, but he wasn't dead, and I really, really loved the Snake Road King Kai, all that stuff. I would like a early Dragon Ball Z Goku with the no shoes. I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, he doesn't have shoes on during that. And in the beginning, he actually used to take his shoes off a lot because his shoes are weighted. For people that might not know that, that was a big thing in early Z. And I don't think he does that anymore. So I know Piccolo, I think they still say his stuff is weighted, but the Goku weighted clothes, I don't think it gets talked about anymore. It was just a fun little thing that they did. So I would really love an early. The closest thing we have is that Gohan Goku 2-pack. And I have that on pre-order, and I can't wait for it to ship. I better get here soon. And you know what's funny about that figure is I know not a lot of fans bought that figure and a lot of scalpers bought it, because I do not see it anywhere. I never see pictures of it. I rarely see toy photography, even reviews of it. So I think everyone bought that figure and scalped it right away, because I'm not seeing any love for it. And that figure just looked so cool because it had the early Goku faces. And that's something I'm really... after the Buu Saga, Goku is done. Goku in Z is really top tier. I don't like Super. They made him an idiot. He's a goofy guy. He's lighthearted, goofy, like a jokester, not a trickster, but like lighthearted, not an idiot. They made him a flat out idiot who doesn't know what kissing is. He has 2 kids. He doesn't know what kissing is when he literally kisses Chi-Chi in Dragon Ball. Stop the nonsense. It's so dumb. If you really want smart Goku, like watch some of the earlier movies like the Tree of Life and Lord Slug and stuff like that. That's my Goku. Now, Goku also with the halo, I loved as a kid. That made a big impression on me, Goku with the halo. I thought those floating halos to signify that they were dead was so crazy. It like broke my child brain. I know we got it once with Frieza, with the halo. We need Goku. They even showed once a Goku with wings and a halo, and we never got it made. I'll put the picture. I should be putting all these pictures on the video. I would love, probably my number 1, a Lord Slug. He is my favorite villain besides Cell, and I love that movie growing up. It really amped me up for Dragon Ball. It's hardcore Dragon Ball with rock music. And growing up as a kid that loved rock music, it was just awesome for me. And it really lends to the dramatic and the fighting is the rock music. So I would really love a Lord Slug figure. They could do him in the deluxe. They could do him his helmet on and his sleeves. And then they could do his sleeveless with the helmet off, with the Piccolo ear, like the antennae. Because I don't want to spoil it, but just watch Lord Slug if you never watched it. They've done the other villains. So we got that Tree of Life guy. We got the Cooler. And so I think we will eventually get Lord Slug. In my videos, I'm always talking about my love for Lord Slug, and not a lot of people ever have that same. I guess people didn't get that video, watch that video growing up like I did. Really hope we get a Lord Slug, a nice big beefy one, super articulated. It would just be the icing on the cake. And since we have the Kui figure, or Kiwi, that I just did a review of recently, Frieza's henchman guy. He's so obscure, I feel like, for Figuarts, that I believe we could even eventually get some of the Lord Slug crew, because they just have some really cool designs, and that's like my wish list. If I had, it would be all the creatures from Lord Slug, and I hope we get them. On that topic, I would really love a Lord Slug false Super Saiyan Goku. The false Super Saiyan is when he goes Kaioken, but they kind of miscolored it. I believe there's like some sort of trivia I saw later in life where I think he was meant to be Super Saiyan in the Lord Slug movie, but the animators didn't color it. It didn't translate from the Japanese writing or something. And he just looked Super Saiyan, but he was Kaioken. So I would love, because he has no shirt on with like ripped up jeans, and he's Kaioken red with the hair sticking up and white eyes, and he grabs Lord Slug's hand and he like freaking cracks it. And growing up, like, that just got me hyped. Like, I could punch through a wall. And still, if I see that clip, it's really awesome. So I recommend everyone go see Lord Slug. So false Super Saiyan Goku is definitely one up on that list. Another one I would love is Dragon Ball. I have the Dragon Ball set up right over there. I think I have pretty much every figure in that line. I would love a Tien and Chiaotzu and Yamcha in their Dragon Ball attire, because they are kind of a different scale, that I would like them to be made in that Dragon Ball attire instantly. I want any Dragon Ball figures you can. Keep going. I hope they don't stop. And with that new little chibi fat Goku that we have coming, I'm really excited that we will continue the Dragon Ball line. So that gave me hope. Speaking of little chibi, Yajirobe, I believe, is long overdue. Now, this figure is fine. What is this the Arwen Toys, or is this the Bandai? But it's from 2000, and Yajirobe was really instrumental early on in Dragon Ball, and I just feel like he's been gone. They never, I know he shows up in Super. He always came to save the day with his, with the sensu beans. So I would love to see Yajirobe maybe with the beard, or was he have a goatee or something, but without it, also maybe a faceplate change. And he needs to come with the sensu beans. So Yajirobe, needs to get made. Just make it happen, Bandai. I know you could do it. I'm sure he's a big fan favorite in Japan. Since we're on this figure's fine, right? Like, this is the Arwen toys, which I grew up collecting these ones. Really cool. 2000s. It says by fun. Yeah, here. Arwen. I always say it right. Iwin. But I love this toy line. Came with so many great figures, and at the time, they were just awesome, man. I really have great memories collecting at Toys R Us and playing with these figures. But I would love a King Kai more articulated. Even I would take his whole Earth, like his little planet with his car. If they did like a King Kai with his car, like a box set, I don't care how much that is, I would buy that real quick. Bubbles and the cricket. What's the cricket's name? I can't remember it now. Bulma. Bulma has a few figures. She is the main character. Like, she's been in the series from the beginning. Give Bulma her respect. Let's get some... I want Bulma from the Android saga and from the Cell saga. I would love Afro. I would even love the Afro Bulma. I want Bulma and Baby Trunks. So, make that happen. We got a Baby Trunks with the new Tonson Art Toys Trunks. But I would like an official Bulma with Trunks as an accessory. I think make that happen. I think a lot of people would want that as well. Now, this is a character that I don't really care about too much. I watched the movie a few times, but he just makes for a great looking character. Android 13, or AKA the red ribbon redneck. He calls Trunks like something with his hair, like a bowl cut or something funny. He is like a knockoff Stone Cold. I would love that character as a figure. I don't know why. Aesthetically, I think it just looks sick. He has a hat on, and I think he makes for a great looking character. Another one that I would love, which we already have, is this Great Saiyaman, but updated. I sold my Great Saiyaman figure, even though I love it and I love Great Saiyaman, because I just have a feeling that there is going to be an updated, better one coming. So I got rid of mine because the articulation and the cape, the figure is cool, the fact that it existed, but it really needs an update. Just like the old Androids, Android 17, 18, 16 need an update as well. This is for figures that weren't made. I would love the Gohan in his high school, or I think, he's in high school, right? Or college? I think it's high school. I want him in his high school outfit with the Great Saiyaman arc. I would love that. I think it looks cool. It's iconic to me growing up because I remember that arc so vividly. But Gohan in his high school clothes. Another one who is really underrated, but lately I've been seeing him get some attention, is Pikkon or Pikkon. I don't know how you say his name, but I remember him from later on in Z. I think he was in a movie too. If we got a Kiwi figure, this is my thing now. Just the fact that we got that figure, it opens up the door for a lot of other figures that you think would never get made. And my last one, but it's not like my last on the list. It's just the last one that I have on my list is, and I think this actually is going to happen because with the new Dragon Ball Daima show out, I believe we will be seeing Deborah, because they talk about Deborah a lot in that show, and I think he just, again, makes a really cool looking character, cool looking action figure. I would like to see him come with his cookie, the Deborah cookie. If we got Yamcha with his arm through his chest, you know what I mean? The disrespect that Yamcha got with his death accessory. I would love Deborah with his cookie accessory to give to Fat Boo. I think he would just make a really sick looking character. And maybe he could come with Bibbidi. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. This is something different. Let me know, did you like this? We could do more of these. You guys give me other topics. There hasn't been enough Figuarts, like figures coming out for me to make videos. Do you guys agree with this list? What is your list? What's your most wanted figure? Let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. If you want to get $50 in free credit for both of us, we both get it. I need everybody, go check out my Mercari shop. I sell stuff on eBay, on Mercari. And if you're a watcher of the channel, always DM me. I give you guys the best. Don't even look at the prices on there. You let me know. I'll give you the best deal I can. If you want to get $50 in free credit for both of us, we both get it. Use my code. Down below is the link. Go over there. You guys signing up is how I buy a lot of these figures. Use my code. We both get up to $50 in credit, and then I go and buy, like this figure. I bought this guy on there. I bought this guy on there. I bought this guy. You guys get it.